Goldman Sachs. It is crazy as to how a bank could have been established for more than 150 years and be part of a large and stable financial services firm. You heard that right. Goldman Sachs was founded in New York City in 1869 by Marcus Goldman. Goldman Sachs is the second largest investment bank in the world by revenue and is ranked 57th on the Fortune 500 list of the largest United States corporations by total revenue. It is considered a systemically important financial institution by the Financial Stability Board, the Goldman Sachs Group, Incorporated. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video of Startup Bits. Today, we will get to know everything about Goldman Sachs and how it was formed. So, without further delay, let's get started with the founder of the bank, Marcus Goldman, and go deep into his story while also reflecting on the bank's history. Marcus Goldman, a German immigrant, arrived in New York City in 1869 with his family and established himself in a one-room basement office near a coal chute at 30 Pine Street in Lower Manhattan. During a time when bank credit was scarce and expensive, Goldman offered a realistic alternative to local business owners. He would purchase their promissory notes and then sell them to commercial banks in New York, establishing himself as a pioneer in the commercial paper sector. Marcus Goldman's firm became a partnership in 1882 with the addition of his son-in-law, Samuel Sachs, and his son, Henry Goldman, in 1885. By the time it was listed on the New York Stock Exchange in 1896, Goldman Sachs & Company was the market leader in commercial paper sales. In 1897, Goldman Sachs formed relationships with financial firms in several European capitals, supplying services such as foreign exchange letters of credit, gold shipments, and arbitrage, among others. As clients demanded larger sums of long-term capital in the early 1900s, Goldman Sachs began to build an investment banking division. In two of the firm's earliest public transactions, the initial stock offerings for General Cigar and Sears Roebuck, both in 1906, Goldman Sachs broke new ground in making equity and debt instruments more appealing to investors. The firm developed the concept of valuing problems based on a company's earning potential and goodwill rather than only its physical assets, which was a novel way to value issues. This strategy created a massive new source of financing, particularly for merchants and other enterprises with few real assets. Goldman Sachs's pioneering ratio of share price to earnings per share became an industry standard. From the late 1950s through the early 1960s, Goldman Sachs employed over 500 people to support its clients. The global leader in private finance wanted to become a municipal finance leader. Another Wall Street standard was its meager and acquisitions department. After Sidney Weinberg's death, grief commemorated Goldman Sachs Centennial. The firm led the sales and financing of large commercial buildings after founding the real estate section in 1969. Goldman Sachs's clients' operations and financial needs became more global as capital markets matured and interconnected. It opened its first foreign office in London in 1970 and another in 1974. Goldman Sachs dominated corporate debt underwriting and trading through its Tokyo and Zurich operations. The fixed income department began in 1972. Goldman Sachs began trading equities in Tokyo in 1984 to cover key capital markets 24/7. The company was one of the 6 non-Japanese companies to join the Tokyo Stock Exchange in 1985. In 1991, Goldman Sachs was the first foreign securities firm to establish a Japanese banking subsidiary. After New York, the London office became the firm's largest business and a key player in international acquisitions and stock issues with over 1,000 employees. The challenging and growing 1980s and 1990s solidified the firm's global financial services market position. Leadership changed during these years. John Whitehead became Ronald Reagan's Deputy Secretary of State after leaving CO as a senior partner in 1984. Former COOs Robert Rubin and Stephen Freeman became senior partners and management committee co-chairs. When Robert Rubin departed Wall Street, Stephen Freeman was appointed as the firm's sole senior partner. In a momentous vote in 1998, the partners decided to take Goldman Sachs public. Thanks to this choice, Goldman Sachs now has the resources and organizational flexibility it needs to provide world-class service to its clients well into the 21st century. Hank Paulson was designated as the company's sole chairman and CEO in January 1999. The company's shares began trading on the New York Stock Exchange on May 4, 1999. In 2014, Goldman Sachs boosted its focus on technology investment, developing cutting-edge platforms such as Marquee to improve trading, data security, big data management, and the ability to assess a wide range of risks. Goldman Sachs created Marcus in 2016, fixed rate to help clients manage debt, Marcus's first major move into the general market showed Goldman Sachs' adaptability and ability to seize new opportunities. In 2019, Goldman Sachs launched a new mainstream consumer market strategy. In September, former president and COO David Solomon became CEO and chairman. Goldman Sachs uses business continuity strategies to protect employees and help customers navigate a volatile business and financial environment. Since 1869, Goldman Sachs has changed drastically. A one-man business in Lower Manhattan has grown into one of the world's most powerful financial services firms, with workers from diverse backgrounds and abilities preparing the firm to fulfill its global mission. However, the firm's fundamental ideals of customer service excellence, ethics, and partnership remain true to Marcus Goldman's family business. These ideas, along with the firm's collaborative culture, continue to distinguish Goldman Sachs and serve as the cornerstone of its success. So, that's it for now. What are your thoughts on our video? Please share your ideas in the comments section below. If you like this video and want to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications before leaving. Thank you for taking the time to watch.